And it looks like we've won the die roll and have a turn 3 Karn. Things are looking to be very good for us this daily. Most definitely a lot better than the last one I tried. Our opponent went down to 6 and left a card on top. The question is, will he let us get through our upkeep? Is he gonna exile a Simian Spirit Guide and bolt us during upkeep? I guess not. Let's throw down an expedition map and throw the turn back over to them and see what we're up against. Who wants to bet that it's Eldrazi? Ooh, Steamben's tapped. Some control shell, probably. Maybe a Kiki chord deck. We want a power plant and throw the turn back over to them. Delta Pass. Is he gonna remand my Karn? That'd be very sad if he did. He could also mana leak, but I figure we might as well go for it. See what he's got. It resolved. You must have a very bad hand then. Karn's probably going to get bolted in response, but I don't particularly care. That's still a 2 for 1. Yep. Sure thing, bro. Fetch end of turn for another... Ooh, for a Watery Grave. Most likely doesn't have a counterspell in hand, so I'm gonna throw out an Ugin. See if he concedes. He does in fact concede. Fantastic. I have no idea what I'm up against, so I don't know what I want. Nothing seems good against a deck with lightning bolts. So we're just gonna submit the deck as it is. Who says Tron's a mid to long range deck? We just won on turn 4. I'd say that's pretty aggro if you ask me. He seems to be doing some serious sideboarding. Is he sideboarding in his crumble to dusts? This hand looks bad on the surface, but if I can hit a Triland off the Ancient Strings, it's fantastic, so I'm going to keep this hand. Our opponent in the meantime is pondering mulliganing to 5. He chooses to keep his 6, keeping a card on top. Ooh. This hand just got a lot spicier. Fetching main phase? Is he gonna try and play a Storm Chaser Mage? No. Sure, go ahead and draw cards and scry too. I don't particularly care that much. If he just passes the turn back, why did he fetch? Because now I know he doesn't have any counter magic up. Which means it'd be a good time to throw down my Sylvan Scrying as opposed to cracking the expedition map. We're gonna grab a power plant. And say go. Sylvan Scrying is not the draw I was looking for. Let's go ahead and pop off the Ancient Stirrings now. And we want an Ugin, most definitely. And we're just gonna crack this now, just so we don't forget to misclick, or if he has corrosive grip in the side with a green source or something. Pretty much no downside to cracking at main phase because he knows what we're gonna get. That's not really giving him any information. Is he pondering clicking us? End step? Maybe. No, just fetching. He now has Cryptic mana, which isn't fantastic. Crumble to dust. Sure thing, bruh. Some people think it's game over from here, but I've recovered from a crumble to dust before. It just makes the game go a lot longer. And considering we have 2 O-Stones and a Kozilek's Return in hand, I'm feeling pretty confident in being able to do that. So at this point in time, what I want to do is sneak in an O-Stone underneath his counter magic. The next turn we're going to Sylvan Scrying for a red source. Then have both Kozilek's Return and O-Stone ready to go. At least that's the plan. He's just thrown the turn back at us. Missed his land drop, that's good. Or is he passing the turn? Whatever it is he has in hand, he's... Ooh, Faithless Looting. Is this a Grishelbrand shell? If it is, then that is no bueno. Because I don't have relics in my side, I didn't anticipate. Sure, Fulminator Mage. Blow up my mind, have at it. Yeah, let's go ahead and Sylvan Scrying, grab a forest, play it and pass. And hopefully he'll let us keep the lands that we do have. Sure, scrat it, buddy. Anything else for you? You gonna blow up my forest? Pithing Needle on Oblivion Stone. Seems reasonable. And that's a Jace. I do not want him to flashback Crumble to Dust because that will be 8 lands out of my deck, and that's kind of hard to recover from, so I'm going to blow it up now. Does he have another one? Yeah, to Crumble to Dust in hand. That's fantastic. I have 8 lands left in my deck that produce mana. He finally hit his land drop. He's one turn closer to snapcasting a crumble to dust and making me very sad. So far I haven't seen how this deck really wins. He's not doing anything. I guess we play tower and pass. Slowly build our way up to a hard cast Dugan. Sure. Playing and fetching, gonna play something big? Oh, this is probably scape shift. Maybe, possibly. And there's the Snapcaster Mage. On the crumble to dust. This is where it starts getting hard for me to win just because I have no lands to do things with. On my forest. Guess we're gonna play this in response then. Since it's never gonna get cast from this point out unless I draw a Chrome Sphere. Yes, Moto, I do in fact want to cast it. Can you cast it, please? Please. No. Are you frozen? This just being really slow, I guess. There we go. Thank you. Maybe. Mother, may I? Yeah, warping whales are most definitely going in for the next game. At this point I have 1, 2, 3... 3 lands that produce mana left in my deck. 1 Ghost Quarter and 2 towers. And of course we draw an Emrakul. Fantastic. What probably would have been a good thing to do is play Ghost Quarter sooner so I could pop it on my own land so we can't search my library for the other lands. But I'd still be so far behind it probably wouldn't even matter. It looks like he is some sort of Grishel brand deck that's just having very bad draws. I bet the reason why I discarded Emrakul was so he could get his Crumble to Dust back in his deck to draw him again. Which is pretty gross. Oh look, Huga number 3, fantastic. Sure thing, go to 15. He's probably going to counter that. But we can hope. Let's go ahead and pop that. And grab a Ghost Quarter. Ibugan seems pretty lackluster right now. The game plan right here is to cast a Worm Coil Engine and hope it sticks. So Ibugan would not help with that. If he crumbles to dust one more time, that's the point where we just concede because we can't cast anything. Oh look, a tower. Fantastic. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still not enough to do anything, so we're gonna pass the turn back. If he attacks with a Tar Pit, I'm not going to blow it up with the Ghost Quarter, just in case we do draw the last tower or something to find it so I can cast Ugin. And it looks like that is his game plan, to just slowly attack for 3 each turn. Sure, let's play Chrome Star. Crack it for a green. And there's a Karn that I can cast next turn. That would be fantastic if it resolved. I go -3 on the Tar Pit, then -3 on the Pithing Needle. Maybe. Snapcaster changes things a little. I think I would rather just plus Karn in this situation, make him have to attack Karn, because he can attack for 3 this turn, takes me down to 9. Cast Karn, +4, he attacks, takes me down to 4. That line of play actually wouldn't work. No, we can't pop the Ghost Quarter, otherwise we can Karn next turn. I'm pretty sure the line of play here is Karn the Tar Pit. Snapcaster Mage attacks Karn, then we start plussing him. Assuming it doesn't get mana leaked. And here's where we hope he doesn't have a bolt for the Karn. That would be quite disastrous. He fetched and failed to find. I'm being attacked by the Snapcaster Mage. Maybe he does have the bolt. Okay, here we're gonna +4 and say exile a card from your hand. Ooh, he gave me an Emrakul. That seems pretty good. And from here, go 3, 4, 5, 6. Stick a Worm Coil, and we're looking pretty good to win this game, despite getting crumbled to dust 3 times. Another Karn, you say? Do we go -3 on Jace, new Karn plus? Is that being a little bit greedy? I don't particularly care if the Jace flips. And we do have the Emrakul already under the Karn, so I think we're just gonna keep plussing him up. And say exile a card from your hand. And he concedes. And that would be round 1.